One doctor drank a petri dish full of deadly bacteria to prove ulcers are caused by infection and won the Nobel Prize for his insane self-experiment. But first, please subscribe. Now let's discover how Barry Marshall infected himself to revolutionize medicine. In the 1980s, doctors believed stomach ulcers were caused by stress, spicy food, and too much acid. The standard treatment was antacids, bland diets, and lifestyle changes that rarely worked. Australian Dr. Barry Marshall discovered bacteria called Helicobacter pylori living in ulcer patients' stomachs. He theorized that bacteria, not stress, caused ulcers. The medical establishment completely rejected his theory. They insisted bacteria couldn't survive in the acidic stomach environment. Marshall's research was mocked and dismissed by senior doctors. Unable to convince anyone and frustrated by rejection, Barry Marshall made an insane decision. In 1984, he would infect himself with the bacteria to prove his theory. Marshall grew Helicobacter pylori in a petri dish, mixed it with beef broth, and drank the entire bacterial culture while his colleague watched in horror. Within days, Marshall developed severe gastritis, inflammation of the stomach lining. He experienced nausea, vomiting, and horrible stomach pain, exactly like ulcer patients described. Marshall had a camera inserted down his throat to photograph his stomach. The images showed massive inflammation and bacteria colonizing his stomach lining. He had successfully given himself the beginning of an ulcer. After proving bacteria caused his symptoms, Marshall took antibiotics to kill the infection. Within weeks, his stomach completely healed, proving ulcers could be cured with antibiotics instead of lifelong acid medication. His self-experiment was published in 1985 and shocked the medical world. But many doctors still didn't believe him, calling it a dangerous publicity stunt. It took another decade of research before the medical community accepted that bacteria cause most ulcers. Drug companies resisted because antibiotics are cheap compared to expensive acid-blocking medications patients took for life. In 2005, Barry Marshall and his colleague Robin Warren won the Nobel Prize in Medicine for discovering that Helicobacter pylori causes stomach ulcers and gastritis. Marshall's discovery revolutionized treatment. Before, ulcer patients suffered for years taking medications that didn't cure the problem. Now, a simple course of antibiotics eliminates the bacteria and cures ulcers permanently. His self-experiment saved millions of lives and billions in healthcare costs. Ulcer surgery, once common, became almost obsolete because antibiotics cure the infection. The irony? Marshall's insane decision to drink bacteria was criticized as unethical and dangerous, but it's now considered one of the most important medical self-experiments in history. Modern medical ethics boards would never approve Marshall's experiment today, but his willingness to risk his own health proved a revolutionary theory that changed medicine forever. That's your medical hero knowledge bomb. If Barry Marshall's crazy experiment amazes you, smash that like button. Subscribe for more scientists who risked everything for discovery.